Director Christensen, distinguished members of the delegation, friends from media, good morning. I'm truly delighted to welcome Secretary Azar and his delegation, the highest-ranking U.S. delegation to visit Taiwan since 1979. On behalf of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, I'm deeply honored to receive you. Secretary Azar's visit could not be more timely. The world is still suffering from the COVID-19 pandemic, and many have to face a possible second, even third wave of outbreak. Taiwan, as opposed to some early predictions by international experts, has done fairly well in containing the pandemic. With early deployments of resources and quick responses by all related agencies, our people have been able to continue with their normal life uninterrupted by the threat of the virus. In fact, the people of Taiwan are all too familiar with dealing with threats, be it military, diplomatic, or the threat of epidemics. These are just parts of our daily adventures. Health officials in our Central Epidemic Command Center, just like the Commander-in-Chief and our military officials, are always on high alert and stand ready 24/7 to defeat the enemy, visible or invisible. The 2003 SARS taught us a hard lesson, and thanks to those invaluable experience, this time, Taiwan is able to showcase the world how an open society could deploy democracy and transparency in its combat against the virus. In contrast to an authoritarian model where the authority is too crippled to disclose fact, in the transparent Taiwan model, we simply cannot afford to lie or to conceal. We understand the COVID battle could not be fought in silos. Throughout the COVID-19 pandemic, Taiwan has donated 51 million surgical masks worldwide, including more than 10 million to the U.S. and other PPEs, to provide sound protection to medical personnel on the front line. And we ask for nothing in return. Truth is, we even had to deliver these supplies quietly in some occasions to keep the recipients free from trouble. Yes, trouble from Beijing. Taiwan is no stranger to such troubles. Our life has become increasingly difficult as China continues to pressure Taiwan into accepting its political conditions that will turn Taiwan into the next Hong Kong. However, we are fortunate to have good friends like the U.S. and its enthusiastic members, like Secretary Azar, who was always there supporting each and every fight of Taiwan for international space. We know this is not just about Taiwan's status, but about sustaining democracy in the face of authoritarian aggression. Taiwan must win these battles so democracy prevails. I would like to express my appreciation to Secretary Azar for leading this substantial delegation. This is indeed a powerful message to Taiwan. As good partners in the free and open Indo-Pacific, we sure do have a lot to share with each other, and I look forward to our discussions. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Minister Wu, for welcoming me to Taiwan and for the opportunity to meet with you and your team today. I'd also like to thank the media for coming. What a vibrant and concrete example of the shared democratic, open, transparent values that Taiwan represents. It is an honor to be here to bring greetings from President Trump and to be here to recognize Taiwan's health leadership. The COVID-19 crisis has reminded us all that Taiwan has a great deal to be proud of on the world stage. You've been a model for the world in your COVID-19 response. Beyond that, you've come to the aid of your neighbors, including the Pacific Island states, with donated supplies and direct technical assistance under the slogan, Taiwan can help, Taiwan is helping. The United States believes that Taiwan's accomplishments should be recognized on the world stage, and that Taiwan should be able to share these lessons and its world-class expertise in international fora. I've made that point repeatedly in the World Health Organization, from which Taiwan has been excluded as an observer for the last 4 years. I have been a witness to the harmful and counterproductive results of excluding Taiwan from these international settings. In the spring of 2018, for instance, the World Health Organization put out an urgent call for funding to respond to an Ebola outbreak in the Western Democratic Republic of the Congo. Taiwan offered $1 million for this important fight. No strings, no conditions. But the political bullying over Taiwan's status at the WHO ended up making this donation impossible, especially during a pandemic, but at all times. International organizations should not be places to play politics, especially on healthcare. They must be venues for constructive, open dialogue and cooperation. That spirit of openness is what has guided Taiwan's response to the pandemic, and the United States is proud to recognize that achievement. We will continue advocating for the contributions Taiwan can make to the world on important issues of health. I look forward to discussing these issues and Taiwan's global health leadership with Minister Wu today. Thank you.
好，那各位媒体，我们现在开放的部分就到这边为止。那门外呢，就是在报道台那边有2位部长的中英文讲稿，那欢迎各位现在就是麻烦移驾到那边去拿一下。